guys, welcome to our post-match media conference. We've got Coach Rassie Erasmus and Captain Evan Etzebeth. You could just raise your hands for questions.
Rassie, just your general thoughts on the performance, and were you at any time maybe nervous in the second half?
No, we were nervous the whole week. You know, if you make 11 changes to a side, we said to the players, and you just expect them to immediately gel. It won't always happen like that, but that's certainly something we want to try and get into the team, no matter who you play with, that our systems and our communication and so on is up to scratch always. But then again, you know, we had some good cover on the bench. And yeah, I know the scoreboard maybe doesn't tell the whole story. But probably we can be very proud of playing against Finn Russell in 2 games and not giving a try away. I think, you know, that's really hard to do, but certainly not a performance we're very proud of what we put out there today.
Rassie, were you quite impressed with how they stood up to that 45th minute substitution when the pack comes on?
I didn't think they did in the scrums. I don't think they did in the maul. I think they stole a line-out ball, but I think a technical penalty at the scrum. But they certainly in general play. They've got a very different tackle technique where they hold you up, and they're very effective. And their defence coach and it certainly must get well done, tap on the back for that, because it's very tough to catch a player like that and hold it up. And the guys who came on eventually broke some and get some momentum going there. But you know, they definitely a very proud team, and we really had to work hard to beat them by 17 points, which we all know, like the World Cup, it could have been a very tight game.
Rassie, you said that it's not a performance that you were proud of. What didn't work? What weren't you proud of?
No, it's not that. No, not effort. It's we are trying to. You know, if we get 3 injuries in a position that Kenan Moody just slots in at 13. You know, if Damien gets injured, that Andre can just start there. But Andre didn't play not bad, not well. How can I say? He didn't play badly. Yeah. But the immediate in syncness with him and Andre, and we just want the team to gel together, because we've been together for a while now. And as we bring the youngsters in, you know, next week will probably be Damien and Jesse again. But we want to know if one of those guys go down, you know, like if Evan goes down, you know, Jean Klein or Ruan or Argia, those guys must slot in seamlessly, you know, and that's not an effort thing. It's just more of repeating, aligning, because the effort I'm proud of. And I think we're all proud of the effort. 17 points versus them away from home, it's not too shabby. So yeah, it's just that in syncness.
The breakdown seems to be a place where they maybe got on top of, like, what was going on there? Was there anything that you saw that you weren't thrilled about? Is it the way that you guys kind of structure your pods now? Can you maybe get a bit technical with me? What was going on there?
No, we're trying really hard, and Evan can back me up there. We trained so hard the last couple of weeks to get out of the breakdown, because we tend to give not roll away penalties. We give a lot of that away. It was almost I think 18 in the rugby championship. We trained really hard to get out of the channel very quickly, so that the 9 have access to the ball and the cleaners have access to the ball. And yeah, I think it's sometimes just where the referee's focus is on. Not that the referee in any way did anything on purpose, but we thought that channel where the 9 must clear must be open for the 9 to get to the ball. And we did find that we had to jump sometimes over him or get around him, and that I'm not saying they were illegal. We didn't handle it well enough, but on the other side we tried to get squeaky clean, because that was a bad part of our game, and I think that broke our rhythm a bit.
Even the coach said you know, areas work on everything. About the Christmas performance, was it frustrating at times out there for you? And what about the performance, you know, was frustrating?
Yeah, I think I said in the press conference before the game yesterday that we know they're a quality side. We always, when we prepare for Scotland, we prepare like, are we going to play New Zealand or Ireland, or because they're one of the top teams in the world. So also to latch on to Rassie, to beat Myanmar Murrayfield with 17 points. Yeah, maybe the scoreboard does Flatter us a little bit, but still got a good performance in. And we always know it's not going to go away. Everything's going to go away. It's going to be a bit of a grind. They're quality side, and they definitely stood up to us in the general play with their physicality and brought the game to us as well. So it was a good battle. It was a good test match. Yeah, compliments to them. I think they were great today. I think we probably weren't at our best, but we showed quality in the end to make the scoreboard like that.
Yeah, but you're just beating one of the best teams in the world, 4 tries to 0 and 17 points away from home, and we're kind of asking questions if you guys have lost the game in a way. Is that a sign of how impressive you are, like the aspirations you have inside, the standards that you set now?
Yeah, we obviously set high standards for ourselves. I think we drive it within the team, the players and the management. We want to keep on performing, and we know every now and then there's going to be a performance that we're not probably that proud of. And like you said, it was at the end of the day, it was a good performance because we beat them by that margin. But there's just some aspects to the game that we probably won't be happy with, and that we'll work on. And I'm sure the coaches will point that out to us, and there will be some harsh words, but there are also some good words. And I think that you need that in a professional team environment. We always strive to be better, and that's why I say there will be some harsh words as well.
Given, do you think that perhaps, and I know you guys don't use excuses in general, but losing Ruan in, the guy who was going to lead your lineouts in the week, and I know Sos is obviously world class, but there is that kind of disruption, I guess. Do you think that maybe played a bit of a role in you're not really getting the lineouts on your terms?
No, I don't think so. I think Scotland, I think when we played Glasgow, Sharks played Glasgow, they were probably one of the best contesting sides at club level I've played against, and they're a good man-watching side. They very well do well in the lineouts, and we knew it's going to be a tough time in the lineouts. I mean, Sos is world class. He's got probably 70 odd test matches for South Africa, so he's a quality player to come in, and so is Argia, who came on for Sos. So I don't think that was a big disruption.
Rassie, what are your thoughts ahead of the England game?